Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Freldren. As you can see, I am back in Star Trek Online. I am on Toth, my Klingon recruit, but this is not a video about the Klingon recruit system. This is a video about the current event reward items. I unlocked them the other day. Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to get on and show them off yet. But you can see right here, I do have the ability to get dilithium, a little extra dilithium per day. I've done it, 3 times? Because yeah, you get 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, and then 11,000. So 4 times. I've done it 4 times already. Or no, my next was 11. So I've done it 3 times. Yeah, because they got it done on a Saturday for me. So, but I don't record on Saturdays. And yesterday I was a little sick. I'm still kind of sick, but hopefully I can kind of get through this without being too sick. Anyways, all right. So, now we got until the 7th of April here. You see for me, it's 2 p.m. I am in Central Time, so you got to convert over to your time. You should be able to see it anyways. But now this reward's a bit unique, I guess. But first, before I go to the reward itself, since you only have it till the 7th, and this is on PC, I don't know for what it is for you on consoles. I would assume it's later. I don't even know if you've even started on console yet. But if you haven't had the chance to even start yet, it does require 14 progress points to complete. Of course, you can buy it out with Zen. If you buy it out completely, it's 2,500 Zen. And each time you do a daily progress, it's a little less. So I do recommend, if you haven't started or if you are thinking about buying it out, if you've gotten like partway through it, do it as much as you can before you buy it out. It'll be a lot cheaper. But also, again, I recommend doing these events because they're featured events. They do give you quite a bit of points into this right here. This is the event campaign here. As you can see right now, I'm at 2,000. When I started, I was at, I think it was 1,150. And you get 50 points each time you complete a daily progress. Even now, after I've actually claimed the reward, you still get that 50 points of progress. A lot of people don't know that, and they just kind of stop. And even like the day that you get your reward, this will automatically, the cooldown will come down and it'll be up so you can get the 8,000. Over this again. So you get the 8,000 dilithium ore, like as soon as you collect the item. So you can do the event, get the 14th one done, claim the reward, and then do the event like instantly again. And it will count towards that. So you can get, basically you can get 100 points in one day, like just in a few minutes of each other. Because I recommend doing this event. It's like 8 minutes ish. It's not too hard. So about 16 minutes and you'll get 100 points on that day that you complete the progress and claim the reward. So yeah, and just remember to keep going. I'm not sure exactly the number. I had it written down somewhere. I have kind of an estimate of where I should be, because it's a 20-hour cooldown, a 24-hour cooldown. So you can get this done more than, because it's a total of 3 weeks for the event. And that's from, what was it? That's 21? Yeah, 21. I'm doing my math here. 21 points is what times 50 is what you think it would be, but it's actually like a bit more because you end up taking off a total of, what is it? Because every 6 days is technically 7 progress points. So, and you end up getting like, what is it, 3 days total taken off. So you end up getting 3 extra days, I think it is, of points that you can earn. So you get quite a bit. And I do recommend doing these because these are some really good rewards. Some good ships in here. Some of the best ships are in here. You can get yourself two tier 6 ships. and possibly a low buy ship with this, or just low buy equipment, pets, whatever. You get all this too, so it's not just one thing, it's and. So I always recommend doing that. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually get into the reward itself. Now this one, like I stated in the first part of this, back when this first came out, you know, they're not set weapons, they're just individual weapons with the same prefix, which kind of sucks, but they do have a decent modifier. These are unique, at least as far as I know, they're unique. So that modifier, if you can see right there, if target is below 20% hull, 25% chance to instantly destroy weaker enemies. So they have to be below 20% hull, and you have that's a decent chance right there, because you know these are, you know, independent weapons. Obviously, you know, with other weapons, they're usually like 5% chance. Or you can see on the bottom there it says 2.5. I think 5 is like usually the max, but like 2.5 is common, where you can like lower their resistances and stuff. And obviously, the more you have, technically you have a better chance, because each weapon has that 2.5% chance. But since you only have 3 weapons, sorry, you know, it slightly increases the chance of it. But the fact that it's already at 20% is pretty good. You also have a 20% chance to deal 2% max hull as damage to target or to stronger enemies instead. So, and again, it is not specific. I believe it's probably their hull. So you do 2% of their max hull to them as damage. So that's pretty good. And all these are the same. So they have the same thing on there. The difference is these are disruptor damage. One's a dual beam bank and one's a heavy cannon. This one's a turret, or not turret. I wish there was a turret. But this is a torpedo. Does kinetic damage and deals additional damage depending. I guess this one's different. My bad. It deals additional damage depending on the target's current hull, up to 50% damage at max hull. So if they're at max hull, you do 50% more damage with this, which is pretty good. So it's kind of one of those, if you're doing like a torpedo build, or like you coming out of stealth, you want to hit them with this torpedo first to the max amount of damage you can with it. Granted, their shields will probably still be up. So, but when you come out of stealth, or you come at an enemy, usually you're firing your energy weapons too, and hopefully their shields should be down by the time that first torpedo hits, and hopefully they're still at a decent hull so that you do a lot more damage. Hopefully I can show that off. A lot of this stuff's gonna be kind of hard to do because of the way this works. There's no guaranteed chance it's gonna happen. So the main thing I'm just really showing off is like the visuals of it. They're, you know, the disruptor ones are basic disruptor color, and this one actually has a, even though it's a photon torpedo, it is the disruptor green. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to a patrol, and I'll show you what those look like, and I'll be right back. All right. So first I'm gonna show off the torpedo, and I'll do fire at will, so I can get the enemy's shields down. But hopefully, you know, I can actually, you know, show you what the actual, you know, prefixes, what do we call them, the abilities are. All right. I said it's not too bad. Again, there's all like disruptor green, so I do like that. All right, it's quite a bit of damage. I'm a low level, so I'm not going to do a massive amount of damage. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. I might have gotten the 20% hold down to kill a weaker enemy. I don't know.
Have entered an area. You are now Looks like our fight got them to notice.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Actually, let's go into stealth here really quick so I can change out stuff. While he's talking over it, I don't even open that. All right, let's go ahead and put cannon scatter or torpedo spread, and yeah, scatter volley 1. All right. So again, it's really hard to show you the actual abilities of these, but I can at least show you what they look like. So, come out of stealth. I do like the look of that. That is pretty good. Oh, that was a lot of damage there. I think that was doing damage. Doing the 2% max damage to hull added or whatever. Again, it's kind of hard to tell. I am weak, so I'm taking a lot of damage here. Let's turn around. There we go.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
Oop, bit of lag there.
We will not go quiet.
All right. Yeah, so far it's not too bad. I like the visuals.
Target's shields have failed.
They do a lot of damage.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Now those weaker enemies down there, they might have been taken out by that 20% chance to take out a weaker enemy.
Shields failing. Right shields failing.
Again, it's kind of hard to tell.
Target's shields have failed.
Now, I'm using a turret, or not a turret, a cannon and a dual beam, which is not always recommended. I mean, I know people do it, and there's some builds that require it, but the fact that you have to be kind of like aiming like almost perfect with the cannons is annoying. Because the turret on the back will fire anywhere, just like an omni beam. But the cannons seem to have a their limit of like a left and right when they're firing. So you see right there, very narrow, and it's a bit wider. But also, for some reason, cannons seem to have an up and down that's not visualized. You can't actually see it. You can just see the up and down. So you have to make sure you're pointing at the enemy when you're using it. So we can do some big damage here. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage there. That might have been that 20% chance to do 2% hull damage to him. Or what is it? Or up to like, oh wait, no, 50. What is it? Keep forgetting. Oh, let me open this. Heal up while I'm doing it. All right, the torpedo. Okay, you do 50% more damage. All right. So I would definitely recommend if you're doing a small ship like this, cannons are pretty good. They do cost a little bit extra, like 2 points of weapon power to use compared to other weapons, but they're still useful. You just gotta make sure you're aiming forward and in the general direction, like on the same kind of plane. Ooh, got a nice level there.
We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
All right.
I'm taking you with me.
And go ahead and take out this last group of enemy. I'm actually gonna go stealth. I'm gonna switch over to. I don't know why I keep opening that up. I'm gonna switch over to. Let's see. Let's go with torpedo high yield. Let's go with beam overload. All right. haven't really showed those off, so let's go at the big guy. Hit the most health.
Target's shields have failed.
Looks pretty good.
4 shields failing.
All right. It's not bad. Oh, took some damage there.
Shields failing. Rear shield.
Let me go back into stealth here.
Left shields failing.
Back out of stealth. Heal up.
Hull integrity below 75%.
So the beam overload is not as strong as the turrets, because obviously the turrets are stronger. Or not turrets. I keep saying turrets. Cannons. Cannons are stronger. So that's the one downside, but you also you're using less power. But as long as you get good hits and the item specific modifiers proc, should be fine.
Target's shields have
That's
failed.
got them. Excellent work.
All right, so yeah, you know, I did my best. You know, it's really hard to show off specific things, especially when they have a proc chance. They're not always easy to see. So yeah, I do like the looks of them. They're pretty good. As for like, you know, I don't have many weapons right now because I'm a lower level ship. If you're gonna have this on a max rank ship, a tier 6 ship, you have a lot more weapons. Now using them together, or all 3 of them together, I don't know if that would be like, I mean, I guess it'd be a good idea, unless you want to specifically focus on beams or cannons. Using the torpedo, again, for my builds, I usually don't use torpedoes, especially if I'm doing a big ship. But if I'm doing a smaller ship, torpedoes work great, especially doing a torpedo build. I think this would be great for a torpedo build because of that chance to do so much damage to the enemy hull, you know, up to 50% if they're at max hull or still. So you gotta get their shield down with like a beam weapon or a torpedo, and then hit them with this. You can do a lot of damage. So I think this would probably work pretty good if you get maxed out and everything. As you see, they're not maxed out yet, obviously, because I'm a lower level character. And I can't upgrade them yet because I need to wait till I'm level 60 or 65 or whatever it is. So you can't upgrade them once you get to max level. Yeah, I do recommend them, especially if you're doing a disruptor build. As far as what other disruptor weapons to go with them, because these are unique. You want to pair them with something decent. I don't have the reputation system up. Again, I'm not max level, but I was looking at them. The stuff from the counter command stuff has disruptor weapons in them. There is a dual heavy cannon option and a like a single beam array option. There's also a turret in there, or not turret. Was that the turret in there? That one might have had a turret. Might have been something else that had a turret. I know there's a set this guy disruptor turret. I can't remember, but so yeah, you just kind of want to put these with like, you know, the best you can get for the other types of disruptors. I know if you get the, like, what is it? In this box right here, you have an option between, if you have what was it, the flight deck carrier, the Miracle Worker flight deck carrier, you'll get the option to get like special disruptors from that. Those would probably be really good with this. I can't remember exactly what they do, but I know if you have more of them, they actually buff each other, so you do end up doing more damage. So I think that would probably work with this. But those are beam arrays, so you'd want to do the dual beam bank with that, probably not this disruptor. So you can also still use a torpedo with that build. Again, it's depending on your ship. I recommend this on smaller ships. Medium ships aren't too bad, but yeah. All right, so yeah, that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to say. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, and all that good stuff down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.